Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Welcome to another top list video. Now, just in time for Valentine's Day, which is coming up this Wednesday, I decided to do kind of like an interesting list. It may come off as creepy to some of you, but don't worry, they're all above the age of 18. I'm going to be talking about the top 10 attractive men who I adore. Now, to make this clear, I'm only counting the men who are like, real good looking, kind of cute, and also have kind of like interesting personalities from what I've seen in them in videos, movies, or anything. Now, 3 of them are dead, so I'm going to count them, and yeah. But I do have some honorable mentions, which I'm going to save for last. Now, here are my top 10 favorite attractive guys. Yeah, it's kind of weird doing this, but Doug Walker did a video talking about his favorite women, even though he's married, but yeah, I decided to do one of my top favorite guys, which men I think are so attractive. But, yeah, just beware of my little fangirlish thing in the video. Alright, let's start off with number 10 with Clark Gable. Now, a lot of my younger viewers may not know who Clark Gable is. He was an actor in classic movies such as Gone with the Wind, and I don't know what other movies he was in. But I watched Gone with the Wind for the first time like a week or two ago, and I don't want to say too much without ruining a lot, but like at first I was grown to like the character Red Butler he plays in the film. Thought he was intelligent and yeah, he was handsome and charming. But then as the movie goes along, like if you have seen it, once again I'm not going to say too much. Wow, he becomes so, I don't know about you, but he could become so unlikable. But I just like, just watch him, even though how unlikable his character had become in that film. Like don't get me wrong. From what I see from Clark Gable, he was an incredible actor. Especially the ending line he gives at the end of the movie, even if you haven't seen it or not. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. I don't know. There's just some charm that I could not resist, even though I found this character to be like charming in the first act, but kind of like a mean-spirited bastard towards the end. It's so weird, but yeah, that's why he's at the bottom of the list. Number 9, John Lennon. It's a shame he had to die long before I was born, but yeah, he was, a very charming guy. I love him as a singer, and, member of the Beatles. What can you say much? Everybody knows about John Lennon. His legacy lives on, and, I admire his singing voice, and yeah, a very, very attractive guy. Boy, the first 3 on the list are dead, so that's just crazy, but yeah, like you can't hear the song Imagine without feeling very moved, and John Lennon's singing voice, and just incredible person. And it's a shame that he lost his life tragically so long ago, but even we as young people who were born years later can still keep his legacy going. Number 8, Steve Irwin. It is so surreal putting him on this list. Like heck, he'd be old enough to be my father, but he was pretty, I don't know, handsome, again, good looking, and very adventurous. And God bless Terry Irwin for having him as her husband. I mean, like the true life Crocodile Dundee, except, rescuing animals and things like that. He's so adventurous. And if you remember Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter, you know what I'm talking about. He was very adventurous, had a lot of fun doing it, and he even died doing what he loved best, and it's true. Another great legendary Australian we all miss. And, yeah, he's very attractive, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I look at him, it's like, oh, it's a shame. Again, it's a shame he passed away. Okay, the rest are all living, so don't feel so bad. Number 7, David Spade. When he was younger, like during the 1990s when he was on Saturday Night Live and David Spade, he was fine, but I guess when he got older, having the beard and stuff, like in movies you see him in Joe Dirt with the kind of like makeup, I don't know about you, but you may find him kind of like creepy, but I find him kind of adorable. Even with the beard and the voice, I think he was born in the South, with the accent like in Joe Dirt, Lives of Garden, dig it. It's sexy. He has a very sexy voice, and a very funny actor. He's acted very funny in some movies, like of course Tommy Boy and Joe Dirt, and I'm trying to think of other movies he was in, but I'm blanking on them. Like, Joe Dirt is my top favorite movie he was in. So, yeah, David Spade, one of my favorite actors, and a very good-looking man, even with his beard and mustache as he's gotten older. And, yeah, I like him a lot still. Number 6. Nicolas Cage. Whether you like him in a serious role or when he's over the top crazy, he's a lot of fun to watch. And kind of very attractive too. I enjoyed the National Treasure movies. I enjoyed the movie he was in with Cher called Moonstruck when he was really young. Yeah, especially when he goes over the top crazy. He's a lot of fun to watch. And I really admire him. Like Mom and I do. Another actor we also admire I'll get to later. But yeah, Nicolas Cage, another admiring actor I enjoy. Crazy or calm, he's lovable. Okay. Number 5. Patrick Swayze. My first time seeing Patrick Swayze was in Ghost, and I fell in love with him immediately. I thought he was a great actor. He had great muscles, yeah. And, yeah, like one of those men you love to cuddle with because he had those muscles. Even my mother was asking me that one time we watched Ghost. And, surprisingly, sadly, it wasn't up until 1 month before his death that I saw Dirty Dancing, and oh my, he was hot in that. And then 1 month later when he passed away, I couldn't tell you how crushed and devastated I was. Oh my God, I remember seeing it online. This is before I had Facebook and before, social media became bigger. I saw it on Internet Movie Database, and I could not believe it. I was crying, I was crying for days. Patrick Swayze's death totally crushed me. But, I would say he was a really talented actor and very good-looking man. And actually, I take that back. 4 are deceased on this list. I forgot about Patrick Swayze because I don't know. I remember when he passed away. It was a shame. Really, I couldn't tell you how much it hit me. But yeah, Patrick Swayze is another actor I liked, and he was very handsome and the muscles. And oh God rest his soul. Cancer deserves to go away forever. Okay. Number 4. Zac Efron. Of course, it's from the High School Musical days I've loved Zac Efron, especially when he was younger. He had really adorable blue eyes. He was, I don't know, adorable. He was kind of cute. Even my mother was saying that. When he was younger, he was very cute. When I watch him now, I have not seen any of the latest movies he was in, like The Greatest Showman or Bad Neighbors. But even as he gotten older, I think he's in his 30s now, something like that. He's still good looking, and I'm so glad that his career took off after the High School Musical movies. He really has a great career, and I hope he gets in more movies. Of course he is, and yeah, a very talented actor. I really like to see The Greatest Showman. I know he's in that, and yeah, Zac Efron, one of my favorite young people I loved when I was in middle school, and yeah, he's still good today. Number 3. Tom Holland. When I first saw him in Spider-Man Homecoming, I thought he looked a lot younger. That's why I said this list may be kind of, awkward, and you may call me a pervert liking Tom Holland. Look, I looked up his age. He's actually in his 20s. He's 3 years younger than me or something, so yeah, thank God he's not in his teens because I would not want to include it on the list. If I had to put somebody, like a 10-year-old boy on this list, then yeah, that would come off as awkward, right? But yeah, I like the look of Tom Holland, and, he's also a talented actor. Of course, in Spider-Man Homecoming, he did a great job as Spider-Man. And yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch, and I don't have that much to say. I just like Tom Holland, especially the one scene in Spider-Man Homecoming. He took his shirt off. I'm trying to keep my cool. Alright. Number 2. Johnny Depp. I almost put him at number 1, but I was trying to think really hard, which actor I can, somehow relate to. More of an attractive man I can relate to. And yeah, Johnny Depp is attractive. He's a talented actor. Even him as Jack Sparrow. Yeah, Jack Sparrow. Drink up me yucky yo-ho. Charming. Very charming. I know he has his own problems, but, a very talented actor. Especially in some of his movie roles that aren't that great, though. You couldn't help but just, watch the actor, watch him have fun on screen. I can't say for Alice in Wonderland, the 2010 one. I don't care for that one. Especially for that role as the Mad Hatter. Oh, come on, he could have done better. But other movie roles, not just Pirates of the Caribbean, but Benny and June and a few other roles I'm blanking on. He's done so many roles. Even in Fantastic Beasts Where to Find Them, only just for one scene. Hope we see more of him in the sequel. I know we will. But yeah, Johnny Depp, another attractive man I like. But which one's more? Well, this was pretty difficult. Like, which one should I put in number one, number two? Maybe there's only one person I can somehow relate to in a way. Which, you know, an actor I think, yeah, is attractive, but somebody I truly want to meet so bad. With that said, my number one favorite attractive guy is James Rolfe. I know, it's an odd choice, isn't it? I picked a YouTuber on this list as an attractive guy. I do find James Rolfe attractive and lovable. Especially him as the nerd. I just couldn't help but just smile at the guy. I don't know. And, you know, if you watch, you know, some of his videos where, he plays himself. Like, I don't mean in the role, but talking about, like, his life and, you know, when he was younger, making his own movies even before YouTube. Like, he was a very shy person. You know, he had a passion for, you know, his work. And he's a huge movie buff, and he does care. I can relate to that. I was also very shy when I was young. Like, I wasn't very much of a social person either. Like, nowadays I'm kind of not really much of a social person, but I'm trying to get better at it. But I can relate to that. We were very, very shy. And, yeah, like I remember when I first watched James as the nerd character, like, even people who may watch him for the first time as the nerd, you know, we've been thinking, oh, maybe he acts like that in real life, you know? Maybe not really mean-spirited to people just to, you know, poke fun of them or abuse them. Like, maybe he could come off as mean sometimes. But when you watch videos of him, like at conventions or in interviews, like as himself and out of character, a very humble, nice gentleman. I remember how stunned I was. I was like, wow, this guy seems nice out of character, where almost every character he plays is a jackass or something. But, like, lovable jackasses with a meanish attitude, like, oh, fuck this, that kind of thing. So, yeah, and that's the guy I really, really want to meet in person, and hopefully that day will come, but you never know. Only time will tell. So, yeah, James Rolfe, my number one attractive guy on this list, and I do have some honorable mentions I'm going to include. Other men I find attractive: Steven Tyler, Mike Myers, Will Smith, and John Travolta. You guys get the honorable mentions. Congratulations to the others who made it on the list. May the four rest in peace. And yeah, I wonder what you think of this video. Let me know some of your thoughts on these actors. Do you find them attractive as well? And I know I've left off many other attractive guys on the list. It's either I don't know who they are, or I don't find them that super attractive. So, yeah, that's my top list for the week, just in time for Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless all of you guys, especially to you, James Rolfe. Love you guys.